His countrymen have called him a bloodthirsty madman. Human rights organizations have accused his soldiers of waging a war of terror on the civilian population. They have accused the rebels of conducting a systematic campaign of abduction, rape and murder. But it is for the widespread amputation of the limbs of their enemies that the RUF will be most remembered.
How can you approve that the combatant, the RUF, are responsible? Everybody who took part in this war, they are responsible, starting from those we call intervention force, Kamajos, government soldiers, even the RUF. So there is no need to talk about atrocity.
Freetown, war-torn capital of Sierra Leone. Until recently, Nigerian soldiers of the ECOMOG intervention force watched over a fragile peace here. A heavily guarded house overlooking Freetown. It is here that Sankoh returned after the signing of the Lomé peace accords. For a few short months, this house was a focal point of a fragile peace process. And in the end, it was here where the peace process all but collapsed. That ended in early May when 19 unarmed protesters were gunned down outside the house of Corporal Foday Sankoh. He is now in the custody of the Sierra Leonean government. A bus brings in members of Sankoh's newly formed party, the RUFP, from the east of the country for a regional congress. It is early March and the signs seem good that Sankoh is making the transition from general to politician.
No more war in this country. No more armed struggler. But the war is a political struggle, what you call democracy. Therefore, we should be given chance to form our own political party.
Sankoh is our savior, they sing. His political rhetoric strikes a chord here among the poor in Sierra Leone. He preaches an end to the corruption and nepotism that has characterized Sierra Leonean politics since independence. It's the same populist tune he sang when he launched the RUF in the wake of a student revolt 9 years ago and took his soldiers into the bush to wage war on the government.
I have a vision for the people of Sierra Leone. All is to make a revolution, which is progress. Revolution is progress for people, nothing else.
But the transition from a ragtag rebel movement to a well-disciplined political party capable of winning an election was never going to be an easy one. In a country characterized by one-party dictatorships and military coups, you take what you can get.
You can work together with the devil to give peace to your people. Anybody else?
Are you prepared to do that?
Oh, yes. Anybody in this country. What about President Keba? I signed Abidjan Peace Accord with him, 96. I used to say, even if it is a monkey in Sierra Leone, I'll sign peace accord with him to give a peaceful, genuine atmosphere in this country. It's necessary.
Sierra Leone has a complex constitutional structure, and for Sankoh to stand any chance of winning power through the ballot box, he has to ensure that his party has a presence in every region of the country. As Sankoh emerges to address his followers, he seems confident that his final goal is now within his grasp. Until his recent arrest, Sankoh was effectively a vice president of the country and in charge of the important Commission on Strategic Minerals, which includes Sierra Leone's vast diamond reserves. The former army corporal and TV cameraman is a charismatic character. It is in part this charisma he uses to inspire his followers for the task ahead.
All right. What you for do with level of organization, what they organize yourself in your various constituencies, now you go make you build the party for make it strong. You know?
Accountability is a part of democracy. He enjoys playing the role of a politician. He knows, however, that it is as the general of troops in the field that his real power lies. And so it was that by as early as February this year, long shadows had begun to form over the implementation of the Lomé peace deal. 8 months after its signing, 2/3 of the countryside remained under the control of Sankoh's troops, with as many as 15,000 RUF fighters reported to be still underarmed.
It's a very difficult person who is very aggressive, who is very determined to be president at all costs, who feels that he can be president. And at the same time, who was never prepared for a negotiable agreement. He